So we got a beautiful day ahead of us, though.
Yeah, very beautiful. Not as much rainfall as compared to what we have been seeing. That will change, though, tomorrow, as yesterday's thunderstorms were kind of few and far between, to be honest, especially in eastern New Mexico. Hardly any rainfall. A good break from rainfall in Ruidoso, and even around Silver City, not much in the way of any flooding. Clear skies to the east. We had those thunderstorms drifting off the south-southwest, and no rain here in the Albuquerque metro, but plenty of clouds still present. And this was a look yesterday at the Valles Caldera with some fog, some mist, some rain, and some thunder and lightning yesterday. So a bit of a stormy one in the northern mountains occasionally, with a beautiful sunset and now starry skies out there. Very dark out there right now with mostly clear skies, a little bit cloudier to the south. Our air temperature in Albuquerque, it's a bit of a warmer start. 73, 60 in Santa Fe, 64 in Clayton, 67 in Silver City, and still a little bit humid. 57 in Durango and mostly dry. 53 in Taos, 77 very mild in Alamogordo. So it's a warmer start for most areas. So if you guys are dropping off those kids at school, a little bit of a warmer start compared to most areas yesterday in the Albuquerque metro. Also likely drop just below the 70-degree mark at the Sunport and cooler in outlining areas. So a warmer start for most, temperatures slightly above normal to start off this morning, and above our averages in the upper 80s this afternoon. We'll be reaching the mid-90s in Albuquerque, right around 95, low 90s in Santa Fe, mid-90s in Clayton, and triple-digit heat in Roswell and Carlsbad, and even possibly around 100 in parts of the Clovis-Portales area. Mid to upper 90s in Deming, more likely to reach 90 in Silver City today because of a lack of rainfall. Upper 90s in Socorro, mid 90s in Farmington and Durango with mostly dry and a bit of a breeze out there. As this high pressure moves away from us, we'll see more of a south-southwesterly upper level flow wind pattern bring in plenty of moisture in conjunction with this low pressure to our west. We'll see more moisture not only in the upper levels but also in the lower levels. So it will be stormier for your Friday from out the Rio Grande Valley to the west. In far east New Mexico, hardly any rainfall for now, but that will likely change. So your monsoon meter for your day tomorrow, a 6 out of 10, with more afternoon thunderstorms moving to the north-northeast. Some flooding and hail and gusty winds will be more likely. I think Ruidoso is still having a low chance of flash flooding tomorrow, but that will change over the weekend. Today's thunderstorms will be kind of sporadic in nature across the mountains. We will be seeing a few areas getting some hail as well as some gusty winds, but that won't be the major threat for today. Kind of just lightning and thunder. Leftover showers near Gallup tomorrow morning. That cluster of storms from Arizona will reform to more thunderstorms along the east mountains, the central mountains, the Rio Grande Valley, as well as in the western and northern mountains later tomorrow. This is our best chance of flooding rainfall around the 7, 8 o'clock time frame in Ruidoso, possibly even around the Las Vegas and more area, as well as in the Gila National Forest. This time north of Silver City, some dust and some more storms possible even in Hidalgo County. So not much rainfall for today, but later this week through tomorrow, we'll see more rainfall in the higher elevations. Las Cruces, the TRC, down toward even the reserve. We'll likely see measurable rainfall all the way through the weekend, through next week. Look at that, Albuquerque, at least a quarter of an inch of rain. Ruidoso, more than 1.5 inches in the reserve to Silver City, to Tucumcari, even through Santa Rosa. Many areas between 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain. So a bit of a stormy one all the way through next week. Meanwhile, red flag warnings from the St. Louis Valley to the Four Corners of southwest Colorado for today, with very warm, dry, and breezy conditions for now. But look at those temperatures drop tomorrow and Saturday in the upper 80s in Durango. Upper 80s today in Alamosa, low 80s tomorrow. Chinle, Cuba, and Gallup, temperatures mostly in the 90s. Records possible in the Four Corners today, but it will be cooler again tomorrow into Saturday. Glenwood, Alamogordo, and Silver City, very spotty showers and rumbles of thunder in the higher elevations. Weak thunderstorms today, but stormier, more likely by the weekend. So around 100 today in Roswell, cooler by the end of the weekend. Ruidoso, very low chances for rain today, but higher chances for rainfall with flooding more likely by the end of the weekend. Clayton, Mora, and Las Vegas, highs in the 80s and 90s. Very warm for this time of year, but then stormier and cooler and breezier by the end of the weekend with east gap winds from the northern mountains to Espanola. Highs ranging from the upper 70s and 90s, but some areas in the higher mountain peaks this weekend won't get out of the 60s. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, Tijeras, temperatures not too bad for this time of year in the 90s, and even the South Valley, Los Lunas, David, as you mentioned, in Berlin, could be in the high 90s near 100. But stormier and cooler tomorrow, and more chances of rain, especially by next week.
There you go. I knew my body felt it just right. Yeah. And the stereo said the temperature in my truck as well. So
The heat, yeah, but at least some of the rain, the moisture will cool things off ahead.
there you go. All right, thanks a lot, Ryan.